One day, a fox was very hungry. It was searching for something to eat in the forest. While walking, it arrived near a garden. There a bunch of grapes was hanging from a tree. The fox looked up at the grapes, its mouth watering with anticipation as it thought about how to reach them. The vibrant garden surrounded it, filled with colorful flowers and soft green grass. The clever fox began jumping and stretching, trying its best to reach the grapes, but still falling short. With determination in its eyes, the fox felt a mix of frustration and concentration as it strategized its next move. The fox sat down, looking thoughtful as it observed the grapes and the area around it. A plan began to form in its mind as the warm golden light of the setting sun cast long shadows across the garden. The fox spotted a nearby rock, its eyes lighting up with inspiration as it prepared to use it as a boost to reach the grapes. With determination, the fox climbed onto the rock, balancing carefully as it readied itself for a final leap. The fox saw the grapes and felt its mouth water. The grapes looked so juicy and fresh. It thought, "Wow, these grapes look delicious. I have to eat them right now." The fox tried to jump for the grapes, its body soaring through the air with determination. But when it landed, it realized the grapes were still too high up, leaving it feeling disheartened in the beautiful forest. Frustrated, the fox sat down to think about what to do next. With cleverness shining in its eyes, it started to devise a plan, all the while being watched curiously by birds and butterflies. The fox noticed a stick nearby and picked it up, its excitement growing as it prepared to use it for a clever plan. It aimed the stick at the grapes, determined to reach them at last. The stick hit the grapes, causing some to tumble down, and the fox watched in delight. With joy in its eyes, it lunged forward to claim the sweet reward for its cleverness. With a triumphant spirit, the fox held a juicy grape in its mouth, eyes gleaming with satisfaction after its clever plan worked. It savored the grape, feeling the sweet juice delightfully burst in its mouth. The fox jumped again and again, but the grapes were too high. After several attempts, she grew tired and sat down, feeling frustrated as the sun began to set. As she looked up at the tantalizing fruit above her, the fox's heart still held on to hope. But as the shadows lengthened, she began to wonder if perhaps those grapes were meant for someone else. With a heavy heart, the fox turned away from the vine, accepting the reality of her situation. As she wandered down the forest path, she reflected on the lesson learned amidst the beauty of the evening. Under the gentle glow of the moon, the fox contemplated her earlier attempts, realizing that sometimes dreams are just out of reach. But with every star shining brightly above, she felt a spark of hope for new adventures ahead. With a fresh sense of determination, the fox stood tall, eager to explore the wonders of the forest around her. As she ventured onward, she discovered that there were many other joys to experience beyond the grapes that had once captivated her. Then he looked up at the sky in anger and said, "These grapes must be sour anyway. I don't want them." And he stormed off in a fit of rage. As he walked away, the sun began to set, casting long shadows over the vineyard, symbolizing his deep frustration and isolation. He found a weathered bench under a grand tree, burying his head in his hands, overwhelmed by a swirl of emotions amid the falling leaves. In a moment of reflection, memories flooded back of laughter and joy, shared with friends at the vineyard, starkly contrasting the solitude he now faced on the empty bench. Suddenly he stood up with renewed determination, his eyes fixed on the horizon as he resolved to confront the emotions that had driven him away. With every step, he confidently made his way back to the vineyard, feeling a blend of apprehension and hope as he reached out to touch the grapes once again. In the midst of the grapevines, he took a deep breath, letting the gentle breeze fill his lungs, finding solace in the beauty that surrounded him.